Morning, Final Fantasy Randomizer and RPG Limit Break fans. Welcome to a Game 3 in our round of 8 between Phoenix and Felissan. It's going to be a good one. Co-coms today with me, I'm Barber. I have Mecklin, and Mecklin is also doing the restream, and in the background pushing buttons is Sin Pyro. Good morning, Mecklin. How are you? Pretty good. I've got about a foot of snow outside, but otherwise all right. All right, what do we have today? Yeah, I agree. So we won't see the black belt today, but Red Mage, which both of our runners took, has Hurt Dragon. That White Mage is really interesting. It's Promo Sage. So depending on where the magic rolls, we could have something interesting. Oh, they're saying no hearing Mecklin there. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
I forgot I had my mic muted. My bad.
Okay. Welcome, Mecklin.
Welcome. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Yes, I'm doing great. That foot of snow isn't coming until tomorrow for me. Blah blah blah. Forced Fighter
right.
Thief start. No black belt.
First
Very
Thief
sad.
Start, no black belt. We've got plus 20 vitality on the fighter, plus 20 hit points on the thief, Hurt Dragon on Red Mage, Promo Sage, really interesting on the White Mage, and plus 20 M-Def on the Black Mage. So, we should be getting started here in about half a minute. Why don't you tell us about some of the flags today?
So round of 8, we have added the Northern Docks, the Bahamut Dock, and the River to Lefane Dock. The Luffy Dock is also turned on, but it doesn't really do much for us, considering we have Airboat. So finding the floater, we just need to make sure we have our ship as well. We can get in the air and get going. Other thing of note for this round of flag set is a slight increase in the boss stats. It's up to 190%, and the weapons are all now going to be 0 to +5, and our runners are off.
White Mage immediately available. Good, looks like we started the timer, always good. Life 2. And Quad X, but no sweeper, it looks like.
Yeah, no sweeper just yet. Gonna make the start a little bit more difficult.
Really do hope for a sweeper to take out the pirates, so you don't have to melee them down, but we'll see what we find in level 2. Interesting, Felissan not immediately taking that White Mage. Got Map Derp. Burning off some encounters, and looks like we're gonna check some of these boxes here.
Yeah, finding some cash is pretty nice.
There's a shard up in the corner there. We need 28 shards today, if I'm not mistaken. Quad X hits immediately on Garland.
Yes, 28 shards for a round of 8.
Ship.
Ship is nice for inner-sea travel. Makes getting to places a lot quicker. Like turning that crown in. Probably gonna visit Provoca for spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we see Felissan heading on over to Provoca.
She went
appears
so fast there, I didn't see what it was. Did you see it?
it was a fighter, so not taking the white mage. It appears maybe we're hunting down black mage. Fire 2 and Ice 3 and Zap and Black Magic, and then we got Heal 3 and Harm 2. A-Rub, also a notable spell. So taking down Bicky will be a little bit easier with a sweeper that will deal damage, not having to rely on Quake, even though at third MDef, Quake should probably hit all the pirates.
Yeah, you would think, but I don't know. I've always had 2 or 3 survive.
Yeah, RNG gonna RNG, so.
Mm-hmm.
But we are through Bicky, and we get the slab as our prize, which won't come into play for a little while. But at least we'll be able to have that translated for whenever we do want to get to Lefane later on.
Yeah, that's something that if I were running this, I would probably memory hole.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Yeah. Alright, so we don't have a canoe. Looks like we're going to have to go take a look either at some magic down here in Elfland. And possibly turn in the crown.
It's like we're heading straight for the crown. Probably don't have a confident level of gold to check out level 3 and 4 spells just yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Astos has our canal, so we can get out of the inner sea.
And Quadex still able to take Astos down.
Quadex is so useful once you know how to use it, and there is a shard there that we can come back for once we have the key.
Yeah, knowing where 1 or 2 shards are at for late game is always great for whenever you get down to your last 1 or 2 to go mode. Fire 3 and Ice 3, as well as Fast Unlock 2 at level 3 Black Magic.
Yeah.
Man, those sweepers being on the same level like that kind of sucks, because Fire 3 and Ice 3 are both very powerful spells.
Yep, Lock 2 there also has been pretty critical in these flags.
Yeah, I think I would pass on Lock 2 and hope that Lock lands at another decent level and just take the sweepers and the fast. But Harm 4, I saw, and Invis 2 also in White 3, and that was Fade and Lamp at level 4.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some decent early magic we've got going. Heal 3, the only real notable heal spell, cure spell so far. But Life 2, I mean, obviously. But
Can we check the recruit here?
If we did, I missed it. I assume Felissan checked it. I can only imagine we're hoping out for a black mage on Felissan's side, having not taken the white mage.
She may go back for that white mage eventually too.
Yeah, maybe we're scouting out some magic before we decide which one we want to land on.
Phoenix has his canal. And see what's over here in Crescent.
And I saw that was a red mage. Mm-hmm. So we have a red mage available in Crescent Lake if we want.
Adamant available in the shop there for 23k.
Well,
and that could be progression.
I was going to say, depending on what the sages give us, we could have to farm up some gold for that. There's really nothing else available to us just yet. Okay, crystal, so we do have a little bit of a fetch chain going here. We can maybe get started.
Yeah. Now, do you grind and try to pick that up so you can turn it in at the same time?
I think I'm just going to follow and open boxes along the way, and then when it comes down to it, then yeah, it's going to have to be either a trip into Marsh Cave or Pop Grind for that cash.
Yeah.
Obviously, boxes could possibly yield some decent gold or some item that we could sell, like a some kind of opal armor, opal gear, or some weapon that we're not going to need.
Yeah. Phoenix's play of translating the slab immediately, getting that out of the way, so you don't have to remember to do that. In the heat of the game, it's really easy to get looped. Also want to watch out for the chime block, which is randomized. Well, never mind.
I was going to say, I guess not anymore. It was,
Okay.
I'd say, Felissan did save before entering that cave, too.
Yeah.
Having walked the whole way there, I think I would have peeked inside the cave before saving, just in case.
Yeah. Looks like Pop Grind is going to need to be our progression.
Yep,
We don't
and that
really have
is
anything else to pick up.
immediately where we're heading. Burning off a few encounters to get up there safely. Phoenix opting to take bulls and scorpions over here at Crescent for some cash.
Not a bad plan. One nice thing about grinding around Crescent is that you can get to that inn really quickly. Pick up a couple of levels here too. Any weapons here? No, so we're going to be relying on our sweepers a lot, and I think that houses were pretty expensive too.
Yeah, they were roughly around 1700, so not the cheapest. It's gonna be interesting to see whose grinding method for money pans out here. As you said, Phoenix having access to that inn could make a little bit quicker, having access to the healing all your spell slots fast. Where Felissan is going to have to walk back to Provoca to use the inn, which is quite a ways up. And it looks like this run is also 2 encounters and then a pretty long hero run.
Yeah. And she reset out of that 4 Wyvern pack. But we get some pretty good gold out of Giants here.
Yeah, the Steak and Wings pack don't really give a whole lot of gold, so I can understand that. The experience is nice, but we're looking for the gold here. Yeah, that 4 Giant pack gave us a considerable amount more gold for our troubles.
Could also consider, probably wouldn't be worth it at this point, but an extra shard would, just having 1 shard would make the gold go just a tiny bit faster.
Yeah, it's an extra 6.5% or something like that. Doesn't sound like much, but it can help boost it just enough. That heal staff is okay money.
Yeah.
Not gonna get us the 24,000 gold that we need. I would almost want to peep my head into Marsh Cave and see if we can't get any gold chests out of there.
Yeah, or those, I don't think we've opened the 2 dwarf boxes yet.
Oh, okay, yeah, so we have those as well. That could be cash just chilling. Phoenix selling that heal staff, only giving us about 2,500 gold. Still not even close. We do have the first floor chests on Earth Cave as well that we could check if we really want. I don't know, it kind of feels bad. Any option, realistically. Knowing that your opponent is also going to have to do some kind of grind to get that gold for the progression at this point, but not knowing if your method is going to far outweigh the other method of the other runner. So
yeah, what we really need is an improved minigame.
oh, that minigame was such fun.
Yeah. If the minigame gave 10,000 gold or something, it would be worth it. Alright, so the Tyro is not really cooperating here. Back to bulls and scorpions. Alright, gonna try to see if Quake can get a quick kill on... No, doesn't hit either.
I'm not sure that Quake can hit. I think it should be able to hit them. But it has a very low accuracy rate, so...
yeah.
Alright, Felissan about halfway there on gold.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we're heading back for an inn visit, probably. I think we ran out of houses.
Might try to pick up a weapon, too. I think that she doesn't have anything to swing.
Well, we are leaving Provoca. Alright, Phoenix is getting close with 21,000 gold. Only need probably one more encounter with a Bull Scorpion pack.
Yeah.
And we'll have
Sell
this.
the heal staff. Pure potion and... I mean, not too bad. 5k, that gets us a bit closer.
Yeah, we're getting close on Felissan's side. I would almost want to check for Kaizoku's off the hard reset on the sea and see if maybe we could grind some cash there. Kaizoku's do have a decent amount of gold dropped for how quickly we can take them out.
Yeah, it's definitely 1990 strats right there.
Oh yeah.
You need a silver sword. Kaizoku's your best friend. Okay, so Phoenix has his adamant. Chat calling for Marsh, and I like the idea, but not the... It's a long place to walk to.
Yeah, it is. There's roughly about 12 chests in there though, so I would imagine we could find something in there. Plus maybe we find a
shard or two, something to swing. Yeah.
And it looks like we have a decent hero run, so we could get to Marsh Top relatively quickly to check those 4 chests and at least check those and see what we can get. As our tracker Sinpyro was pointing out, that Marsh is full of stun touch undeads, so can understand also why the runner's not wanting to go there for early cash check.
Adamant turned into Rod, so we'll be heading to Earth here in a bit. The incentive item is past the Rod plate. Hopefully that Smithy didn't need that rod.
Surely not.
Alright, So Felissan's about 1,000 gold away from the target here too.
Yeah, we were roughly about 20k there, so we should be hitting this after this battle and getting our adamant and joining Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Phoenix is going to check some of these spy tiles here in case he needs a quick grind. And that actually would have been a viable grind for the gold there too. Giants and iguanas there.
The giants and iguanas or the frost wolves would be okay as well. They tend to come in large packs, and I think we had Fire 3 or Fire 2 and Fire 3 as early sweepers, so those would have gone down very fast. But also, you don't know that those are there without checking, and that's quite a walk to check those. And then you only have 5 chests on the first floor that could turn out to be nothing as well.
A nice pro ring +5 here, which is great for the death defense, but also gives a pretty good amount of absorb too. Be nice to pick those up for everybody if we can. Very shortly, Felissan will be picking up the rod and heading to Earth. Interesting and nice to have a seed without early canoe here. You've seen so many early volcano runs in these flags. It's interesting to see getting out of the inner sea quickly and going Earth first.
Yeah, early Earth dives are interesting. Cockatrices with stun touch or with stone touch, and then we have mummies with sleep touch, which can make traversing through here pretty difficult. Plus, there's also the Geists undead pack that come with stun touch, so not always the best trip through Earth Cave in an early level. I personally was hoping to see an early cube to give us access to Sky, since we have Northern Docks available. Mm-hmm. The early Sky play is always an interesting thing to see.
Speed bump Mark 1 is down. Wasn't hiding much in his chest. Haven't really seen any mean scripts yet.
And everything seems relatively tame so far.
Ruby. That'll be a nice proximity play here. It'll give us 2 more checks. Titan's Trove is incentivized.
And also finding our first shard. And so far, like, a whole lot of nothing in these boxes.
Yeah.
Couple pieces of gear, but
sword.
Yeah, nothing notable.
It's a nice experience box that Felissan picked up, but I think Phoenix skipped it.
Phoenix opting to check the 3-pack room down here.
Yeah.
Not often seen, but with the low amount of shards that we have already, it's kind of nice to take a peek in and see if we can find some more shards to get that experience and gold flowing a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And rewarded for 2 shards for his efforts. And a free house. Mm-hmm. Free houses are always nice.
Oh, yeah. In this market.
Now, well, Phoenix have enough charges to take on the Lich, though. I imagine with the grind that we did outside of Crescent, We should have... Am I laggy?
In your free stream.
Is the restream a little laggy?
Was for a second, but I think we're good. So we're going to pull the Lich, and
I apologize. My internet's been a little wonky this past couple days.
Phoenix with Harm 4 will have a pretty good shot at Lich here. It's like Felissan will be walking out, which both takes up extra time, and you lose the 2 shards that you would get here from Lich. Earth is about my least favorite place to walk out of.
Yeah, it definitely feels bad having walked out of here. Not having picked up another caster definitely hurts Felissan over here. As Phoenix had that extra harm forecast to be able to do more damage to Lich 2 and is out much faster. And on to Titans to turn in that Ruby prize. Oh, there it is. Kroger's with Cremate. There's our fun script.
Now, Phoenix did a quick save outside of Titans. Without Telemagic, it's a little bit less useful, but Bane Sword plus 4, that could come in handy. Even possible to swing that if you don't have anything else. And TNT. Oh, there is I missed exit there, level 5.
Oh, did Phoenix check level 5 magic? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that as
well.
well.
So with Telemagic, that popping that save outside is a great time save. And
there's the
your
cube. That's what we want to see.
Quick shout out to Dark Moon for putting together new icons in the tracker. That cube is looking great.
Yeah, I'm digging all the new icons so far. They are looking quite fresh.
We also have a shard tracker there too, which is new. Excellent addition. Thanks to ADR for putting that together.
Alright, so we still have the TNT to turn in. But it does look like we could be heading to Sky.
Yep. Sin Pyro, our tracker, will be the first to use the shard tracker, and it's not an easy job, so give him lots of props. Definitely our MVP.
Right, so
Buy 50 tents. The wholesale tent company.
I mean, you're gonna buy 50. Just buy a full stack at that point.
Yep.
I do like having about 50 tents, though. Just to be able to use that in counter manipulation very heavily. Pierce Phoenix is heading towards the Sky area. Deciding we don't want to turn that TNT in just yet.
Yeah, the only way that feels bad is if TNT is directly floater.
Yes.
Or even canoe, because there's some stuff up here that you might like to have the canoe for. But definitely can't argue with Sky.
Yeah, there's 50 some boxes in there. Incentive item. Enemies that give out decent amount of experience. Also an Aegis Shield +5, pulled off of Mirage 1. That is a nice find. And Felissan showing us what the TNT turns into, and it's just the bottle, which is going to pay out for Phoenix since we do not have access to Gaia just yet. We will need the airship for that. So Phoenix is on the right path. Felissan will be joining him very soon, though.
We haven't seen any of the weapon or armor incentive items yet, and those will not be in marked boxes, so more than likely both of our runners are going to need to open a lot of boxes here. Me being a loot goblin myself definitely hits all the right buttons for me. It is always interesting to me to see how different runners loot out Sky.
Yeah, there's the you go right and left on Sky 1, and then you skip Sky 2 entirely, do Sky 3, head back to Sky 2, and then finally check the Bane chest. And it feels bad whenever the Bane sword chest is the item. And then you have other runners that choose to check that first because they've been burned by that chest too many times.
For
lots
me,
of different
it's
ways.
just a lot to keep in my head. Ribbon +4. I tend to kind of just go straight through linearly, start with the Bane chest, and work my way around.
I usually just kind of go with what feels right for the seed. Has it been kind to me, or has it been rude? Which chest do I want to start with? I also saw a rune sword being picked up. A rune sword is a fantastic sword. I think it was +3 as well.
We saw Pickles and Beer not too long ago take Rune Sword to Chaos. So definitely a worthy blade to swing, and it looks cool.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I was very impressed with that. Enough tempers or power bonks will get you there for sure.
Yep. Alright, Phoenix uses his last house. We'll be burning off some encounters and doing the Sky. I hate to call it a dive because you're climbing up. I don't know what you call it. Sky climb.
Skydive just sounds natural to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, skydiving is a thing.
Right, exactly. Phoenix missed a marked box. That's not good.
Question in chat, does the randomizer patch weapon crit rates? And indeed, yes, the randomizer fixes all the bugs that were in the original game. So not only does it do that, it scales the crit level and does all sorts of fun stuff there.
Felissan, you didn't equip the ribbon. You moved it, but you didn't equip it. We're gonna find out the hard way. That always feels bad. I've done that myself several times, moving equipment around and then forgetting to equip all the equipment I've moved around.
Yeah, we've all done that. Chat says skydive is what the Vorpal does from the Sky 3 window. Yeah, we haven't seen the Vorpal yet. I'm always worried about where that's going to land. It's going to land on one of the Lithuanian linebackers or something. And,
I mean, if it did, they deserved it.
Yeah. Maybe it lands in the fairy pond and shows up in another game.
Like a little portal. Oh, Ice 2 sword. Ice 2 sword is very nice as well. Looks like we also picked up the Bane sword and the Thor hammer.
Yep. And the light axe.
Yeah. All types of good gear.
Yeah. And Phoenix giving that, and the katana. Phoenix giving that light axe directly to the white mage. Casts harm 2. It's a nice way to get in some chip damage as you go there. Give the white mage something to do when you don't have, when you don't want to use a harm 4 charge.
Ooh, and a Sun +3, also a nice weapon.
Question in chat here about how does the white mage blessing work? Would you like to take that?
No, go for it.
Hey, white mage on promotion becomes a sage, which means they, if I'm not mistaken, it means that they can learn white and black magic in either all or most levels.
Yeah, all levels, once promoted, yep.
Yep, okay. And are there any permissions restrictions, or is it just all the
Nope.
magics?
It's all magic. That's the way the Sage works. It's very nice with that, giving you full access to both levels 1 through 8 of both white and black magic. It's very fantastic. There's also a Sage blessing, where you just straight up have access to all white and black magic from the start.
Yeah.
Promo Sage obviously requiring promotion to use, but the Sage blessing is very, very powerful, especially on a class like the Red Mage.
The herb.
Okay, back to the Inner Sea we go.
Yeah, if we had the canoe, we could dock at Matoya's and check from there, but, or, no, I guess we can, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong side. We can head up to the southern dock of Elfland to turn in that herb.
Yeah, I suppose it's not too far of a drive from Sky Palace to get back to Elfland.
And Phoenix decides that not worth it to fight the four-headed dragon, and pops out.
Yeah, probably a good call. We do
You
have
a Bane
Bane,
sword,
but I don't know. Relying on Bane sword feels kind of bad.
Yeah, considering how Tia can one-shot just about anybody.
Yeah, exactly. That is a good question in chat. Is Sage only available on Red Mage, or can we get non-promotion Sage on other classes?
Phoenix opting to go into the Inner Sea in order to turn in the TNT from before. I personally am always hoping for the key here, because then you can loot the dwarf treasury.
Yeah, that's always a nice find to get there. Okay, so that is going to have to be a question for the devs on Sage only for Red Mage, because it does not appear to say that on the wiki page.
Aha.
It just lists Sage and Promo Sage in two different spots, but does not specifically say if they are only for certain classes. So,
Herb led to canoe.
hey, there we go. Canoe was in Sky all along. So that means we can head straight south and hop into Ordeals.
Yep.
before likely heading on over to Waterfall. Still not having picked up an Oxyale or a key, not having access to the Mermaid's floor, as we do have Mermaid Prison turned on.
Yep. Haven't
And
kept track of our levels yet, but there is always a chance to get Thief up to level 22. Thief locking is on for these flags, level 22.
I want to say Phoenix is roughly around 18, and I assume Felissan is probably going to be a little bit closer, having only 3 party members. So being able to funnel more experience over.
So, without that white mage, Felissan does not have exit, and so had to walk out of Sky. She's a very fast runner and can very likely catch up, but not taking that white mage early on has cost her quite a bit of time just walking things out.
Yeah, it always feels bad whenever warp magic is just unobtainable.
There was Excal +1 and the Masa in Ordeals, so
Those are 2 very nice swords to find.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would guess that Felissan will also head to Ordeals. There wasn't really progression there, so where to next?
It looks like Phoenix is heading towards Crescent area, so likely to be heading towards Volcano.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
Volcano is also open for with that canoe.
Yep. Also, a rather decent chest dense location. We do have most of the gear that we want on Phoenix's side, having pulled the Excal, the Masa, and a ribbon out. At this point, any other gear that we find is just going to be cherry on top.
Yep.
Be interesting to see if Felissan full loots, or if after we find the Excal, we skip that last chest with the Mossmoon in it.
Well, since she'll be walking right by it, I bet she'll pick it up.
I would think so as well, but I've also seen runners just completely skip a chest just to save a little bit of time.
Sure.
Each chest that you open is roughly half a second to a second of time, which can add up over 240 checks. So,
But knowing also that I haven't really had a... we've got some good weapons, but not great just yet. I think she would be more likely to just exit.
nope, we do find it.
She'll get her Masa.
Yeah, we also have that katana, which rolled neutral, which can be nice for chaos. Getting those crits, we decide we want to pump up the thief as well, which I've seen that strategy going into Toph, where we use the fighter as our primary damage dealing on the fiend refights, and then swap to a thief carry for chaos, just for the additional crit rate that we get from a katana.
Yep, and since Knight will be learning black magic in these flags, and Ninja learning white magic, you can always potentially dump some tempers onto the Ninja from the Knight. Chat pointing out our fun enemy names. Felissan is using fun enemy names. Get Wyvern and a few other things. A huge thanks to the dev team.
And so far, just shards. Man, all those swords just doing immense damage to every enemy and just knocking them out. Not even have to worry about using sweepers. Oh, there's an Ice +3 armor. That's also a nice piece of gear for that fighter.
Yep.
And for a promoted thief whenever we get to that point.
And there's our key.
Which kind of feels bad because we're almost level 22 at this point.
Yeah.
We're only level 19, okay. Only level 19 on Phoenix's side, so doesn't feel quite as bad.
It also kind of gives us a hint on what the seed sort of wants us to do. We don't have that much more to check, and if we can help it, we would love to have that Oxy Ale before hitting the Onrat continent. We've already picked up our shop item, so we're not looking for that.
Okay, so Felissan coming into the Agama floor, just as Phoenix is leaving it. Maybe a few minutes behind, but still coming in pretty strong on to Phoenix.
We also have the Lithenian River dock on, so both runners have translated slab that could be turned in also.
Oh, that is a good thing to note. I have forgotten about that. That could potentially be our floater.
Yeah. I always hate going there without promotion because we have the Superstore on, and picking up magic there while you turn in the slab is just feels better.
Yeah, I feel like the game wants to put either floater or tail on that slab turn-in just to annoy you.
Yeah. Even more trolly would be the defense sword or power gauntlet.
Yeah, they're both nice to have, but I mean, not a piece of progression. So, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought we were going backwards. I forgot which spot we were at. I thought Phoenix found Felissan found the key and was like, "We're out of here." But I imagine she'll also go down and take on Carrie.
Yeah, we've got Masa and not too many shards, so I would assume with early level fast should be good. Neither of our runners checking the box on that floor.
Yeah, it's kind of
at 46 minutes. Excellent.
Yeah, I would also steer clear of that box. It's 2 trap tiles, and then unless it's your piece of progression, it just kind of feels bad going to it. And it's an unmarked box, so pulling
There's our defense sword.
Yeah, we threw out that ice sword to get it.
Yeah. +3 makes it a swingable sword, but we already have Katana and Excal. Red Mage can swing it. On promotion. Okay, Felissan is out of the volcano. There's that Matoya dock I was talking about earlier. Phoenix took to get to Conaria without having to go into the inner sea. Phoenix will be checking Lafine here.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit of indecision there on whether we wanted to go to Waterfall or Lafane first.
Yeah. And there's always a chance that the Oxyale is here. But it's our tail, you were right.
It feels like it was going to be a tail. It was either going to be tail or floater. It felt like it had to be one of the two. But we do have Bahamut Dock on, so we can access promotion. So I imagine Phoenix will be heading straight there before dipping into the Honorat continent, where we're going to inevitably find the Oxyale out of Waterfall. And I believe it would have to be Floater at that point. Well, Floater in either Waterfall or Sea Shrine.
Yeah.
So we do have the bottle turn in. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Oh, Phoenix is going to see a dragon up out of promotion.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to actually equip some of those very nice weapons that we found and some of that more powerful gear.
He has joined the Light Warrior Reunion, so promotion is no problem. Having Tail in Lafane also kind of forestalls that question about whether to wait for promotion to go there for magic.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we go back there for our spells or if we just decide to head to the towns to get our spells for our ninja and knight. Oh, no, we don't want to start a new game.
Nope. We've seen that happen before, and that's...
Thankfully, it doesn't overwrite our save file, but it always feels scary whenever you do it.
Yep.
Because what if? What if this was the one time it did?
Oh, runners holding hands in Waterfall. Let's see what the robot has here. When I was a kid, I always thought of this robot as Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide. And there's our Oxyale. Someone should sell this seed. It's being a little bit predictable. Just a little bit. Another ribbon in Waterfall, which I think Felissan skipped those checks.
Yeah, Felissan just grabbed the Oxyale and dipped out of there. We're feel okay with having our one ribbon and the weapons that we've picked up. We are content with our gear.
There's opal armor there too. Looks like our floater is going to be here in sea.
Yeah, this is where it's going to have to land. Nothing else is accessible. We do still have, as pointed out in chat, we have Cardia and the bottle turn-in left, which is going to be our power bonk and our loot.
Yep.
Looks like we're almost neck and neck on shard counts as well. Phoenix only having one more than Felissan coming into Sea Shrine. But I also think Phoenix opted to grab that one shard that was in Temple of Fiends early on as well. So, disclaimer, shard count is not a guaranteed accurate. Yeah, that's true. I trust you, though. Synpyro, fantastic tracker. Now with added duties of keeping track of shard count on the tracker.
There's our floater.
All right.
We're gonna check the vanilla slab room. Nothing there. It's like Bubbles has a shard, so we'll be carbonating Bubbles. And we'll pour one out for Hate the 13th.
Bubbles trying to avoid it on Felissan's side. You cannot avoid the carbonation bubbles. It is inevitable.
Alright, quick exit from Phoenix. Looks like he'll be going back in to slice up an octopus.
Yeah, a little bit of a safety save and counter manipulation before heading back in.
Nobody checking TFC. We'll always hear Hate's voice in my ears, Hate the 13th, saying that friendly chest.
It's the friendliest chest you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sea snakes with thunder. That is going to be a little rough to get past.
Yeah.
Luckily, we do have Life 2 available, so we can pick those dead party members back up.
Yeah. So, knowing that those are going to be there, you're going to try to target that hero run for Topher so that you don't have to run into them on the Kraken floor. Kraken.
Yeah, luckily I didn't see lobsters doing anything terrible, so at least it's just the sea snakes. But still, it's the sea snakes. That's probably the worst floor for something like that to land on.
Yeah, they're ambushy too.
Yeah, especially whenever you get a pack of 6 of them, a pack of 5 of them like Phoenix just got.
Oh, crack.
And they have crack? Oh my.
Right. Alright. Somehow that knight ran. So with that, we really are glad to have Ribbon. Ambushing Thunder Cracksnick. Yeah. And
Did Kraken just do what I think Kraken just did?
Yep. Did some Kraken things. Yikes. Okay, this is a little bit worrisome.
This is starting to feel a little scary.
Yep. Yep, that's just a quick reset.
I think we have to redive for our floater, though.
Did she go straight over?
I think she did, because she doesn't have exit or warp. So coming back off the TFC floor, I think we went straight over to crack. Yep, we have not even entered Sea Shrine yet. So we know where the floater's at. We know there's a shard or two over there. So at least we can find it very fast. But that is not going to feel good.
Yeah. I wonder if she remembers that she has a Bane sword. That would be one way to take out Kraken.
Yeah, I would almost heavily rely on that strategy at this point.
So we have airboat on. Airboat is the best boat. Good old floater boater. Chat pointing out that she was going to try to use it when Kraken smacked the thief.
Oh, okay. That feels extra bad then.
Yeah. I'd like to point out Felissan is using one of my very favorite flags here, which is uninterrupted music. When you open a chest in the vanilla game, it interrupts the music and starts it over from the top, but this just plays it as a sound effect and keeps the music going. There's our loot, which means that the bottle turn-in is the power bonk. I would guess that it's probably worth it to turn that in, but...
I don't remember that we've seen Temper, so I would almost want to grab it.
If we haven't seen Temper, then definitely.
Yeah. I know we didn't see it in the first 4 levels, so at that point it's starting to feel a little sketchy.
I think it might have been in level 5.
Okay. That's not so bad. We'll still have charges for it. But I would almost want that for our Topher dive.
Yeah. Now Phoenix, having promoted, is going to head back to Lefane to pick up some magic. Or not.
We thought about it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe all we need is here. Brack.
Tracker Synpyro is pointing out we are in full go mode for Phoenix. There's Temper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I still think I would have grabbed that power bonk. We were right there, flying directly over Guy at that point, and having exit to be able to just dip out very fast.
Mm-hmm. So, probably looking for life 2 for the ninja, unless he's picked that up already.
Alright, Felissan confirming for us. Power bonk was indeed the bottle turn-in. I think she has deduced that the tail is going to be down in Lefane, so
yep.
We are going to go down and pick that up.
Grabbing fast on everybody here. We do have that promoted Sage. And the Knight can pick it up as well, so... Got fast for days. Weeks, even.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the promo Sage, so I guess we do have Temper on both the white and black mage, or white and red mages on Phoenix this side, so power bonk not really as needed at that point, I suppose. Probably have about 10 casts of Temper for Temple of Fiends.
There's that life 2 for the thief.
That is definitely a must-have for that ninja.
So Phoenix, after burning off some encounters at the beginning here, I have the first Topher dive at about 102 and a half.
Yeah, which honestly, I would feel as a runner, I am coming into Topher very late and would be, my heart would be thumping, thinking that my opponent is already here and is already almost on chaos at this point. These flags typically run roughly around an hour, so.
So now we have vanilla scripts for our fiends here, so we do have that first turn nuke, which comes out on Phoenix's side. Lich is no longer a speed bump. I really think the story of this seed has been Felissan not taking the white mage early on, and just not having exit at level 5.
Yeah, that definitely, you don't think that it adds up that much time, but it really does. Being able to just warp out of locations like Earth Cave, out of Sky Palace, out of Waterfall, or out of Sea Shrine to do those saves after getting those items. Definitely doesn't feel so good.
We are watching out here for Thunder Snakes.
So far, so good. Only 4 steps to go after this. 5 steps. 4 or 5. I can't count.
Fasting everybody. Emperor swing. We'll gladly see Lit 2 from Kraken. Did take down the Thief, not wearing a ribbon, but would prefer that to just a one-shot body blow. We did get an encounter after Kraken, but no Thunder Snakes. We are on to Tia 2, who has a potential first turn Bane. It's been hitting a lot recently. Or first turn punch.
Yeah, Tia opted to punch there, punch the thief out.
So Felissan is climbing sky again, looking for some shards. Tia took out 3 of Phoenix's warriors and decided it wasn't worth it to go man mode without a power bonk. So
Yeah, at that point, that's definitely a reset. Losing all 3 of our life cast, or both of our life casters. No, all 3 of our life casters. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna give Felissan some time to catch back up here. She's at 19 shards, heading into Tia 1. Big shout outs here to Felissan for doing the correct Sky Maze path. Right, down, right is the true way. And no one can tell me any different.
It's a very weird way of pronouncing left up, left up.
That's a strange way.
Yep. It when you write L-U-L-U, spells Lulu, which is the second best opera from the 20th century.
Oh, I get it now. I understand now. I was not putting that together in my head. I still choose right, down, right. It feels right.
Yeah, maybe devs should make it up, down, left, right.
That would be incredible if we could do some kind of combination like that. You have to go those certain ways to unlock the teleporter?
Yeah. There is a flag for like a procedurally generated maze, which is kind of cool. We don't see it very often, sometimes in Fall League or Livinian Ladder.
Yeah, I've used it once myself. It's very fun. Felissan getting the Bane kill using the Bane sword on Tia. Needing 5 more shards.
Yep, 5 shards. Phoenix is back to Tia, and our least favorite enemy in these flags, Sorcerers, coming up here. Sorcerers have insta-death touch. We hate to see it. Hooray! Felissan checking the Dwarf Armory for shards here.
Don't think Phoenix came in here.
No, didn't need to.
Looks like so far only 1 shard coming out of the Dwarven Armory. Didn't get a peep at the right 2 chests yet, so maybe we got 1 or 2 over there. No.
Tia 2 is not really playing fair here. We're going to drain all of our life 2 shots. We're glad that we have it here at level 1, though. Alright, finally a lit 2. It's basically a free turn. 5 hits for 22 damage. Northwest Castle has a shard that we saw when we fought Astos. Phoenix is through Tia 2. Coming up on Chaos. Chaos has an early crack and eventually nuke, Pure 4, Slow 2, and then a whole bunch of skills that just damage a lot. Lock 2, Invis 2, some ruse stacks going up here. Ruse is useful, but with a vanilla script, if Chaos is scripty, those Invis stacks don't matter quite as much. I personally like Fog 2 in this fight if I don't have a white shirt or something like that.
Yeah, I think a nice cast of a white shirt or Invis 2 and a Fog 2 probably good enough. Obviously using a defense sword on our melee just to have that added protection. Hopefully we have ribbons equipped, which it appears we do.
Yeah, there was that crack. A lot of our runners have been using A-Rub here too. Slow 2 does not hit.
I couldn't even tell.
Said ineffective.
It was blank on my screen.
Ah.
Yeah, it went too fast. Didn't see the frame.
There's the Cure 4. Bringing up the Red Mage, we just want to dump all of our tempers into that knight. Fade comes out. Temper, swing 5 for 87, 5 for 522.
Okay, those are okay hits coming out.
They're okay, yeah. Still, well, cheeky cake. Might have been a... Okay, Chaos has fasted himself. Fade. I don't know. Chaos is pretty absorby and a little bit dodgy too. There's the nuke. The knight down on a knee. Everybody down on a knee.
Yeah, and we don't have any more heal spells left on that red mage. This might be one of our last charges of heal 3 on the white mage.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't feel great. Got heal potion strats.
It should be pretty close to... Yep, and there it is.
Terminated. GG's.
And that sound means we have a visitor. GG's, Phoenix.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Thanks.
So how's Canada?
Right now, very cold.
Yeah.
It was minus 27 when I woke up. You know, fun times.
Yeah.
But as cold as my racing.
No, you did good. So,
so many mistakes.
So you took that white mage immediately. What were you thinking there?
Well, I mean, I saw promo Sage, so I was definitely gonna take it when it happened to be first off, which was great. And Life 2 being level 1 as well, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have Life 2 for days.
Yep. And you decided to hit Lefane at a point where you could have gone other places. Why did you choose there?
Well, it was a coin flip. I had Lefane without being promoted, or I had Waterfall without having Oxyale.
Yeah.
Neither of those are good options. Double dipping on Rat Continent always feels really, really bad. So I took a risk with Lefane. Sure, I guess it was okay, but none of them were good because they actually ended up being inverted from where you'd want them to be.
Yeah. And that early grind for Adamant.
Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. Bulls and never thought I'd be taking a Bulls and Scorpions grind in this game.
I can't remember. Did you kind of stick around Crescent the whole time, or did you?
Well, I started that first to see what was off the hard reset. Bulls and Scorpions not the greatest. So I did that for a bit. Realized that's not going to be great. So I figured, I'll go turn in the crystal, see what that was. That was enough, or not the crystal. Yeah, it was the crystal, whatever it was. Yeah. Which ended up being nothing. I thought about doing POP, but there's only a couple of fights there that are actually good gold. The rest of them are more XP based. So
yeah.
I figured, I'll just go back to Crescent Lake. It is what it is. I'll be there for a little while, but at least I'm there at the end. I can just walk right in, and the inn is right there, right? So I don't have to buy houses or anything, or a long walk back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Having the access to the inn probably paying off, and also having that extra sweeper, it definitely helped you get the grind for that money off a little bit faster than Felissan was able to on the pop grind. We didn't really see anything on the early encounter that was worth of a grind for gold, and that hero run was quite a bit to get to that next encounter, so...
Yeah.
Welcome Felissan into chat a little bit early here. Welcome Felissan, GG's.
GG's?
GG's.
So, early on...
It's like this, the reason why I push back so much on people saying I'm one of the best runners here, because I only have 1 year of experience. I don't really have yet the intuition for how to deal with that throw some tricky stuff like this at me, no matter how fast I play otherwise.
No, but this has been a really good run for you through the tournament, and many, many congratulations. Round of 8 is great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and not out of it yet. We'll be heading into the round of 8 last chance qualifier, which should be starting up tomorrow morning. if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so, yeah.
So, the main story of this race was early on, Phoenix immediately took the White Mage, and Felissan, you decided to go 3-man party. Felissan, what were you thinking at the beginning there?
Well, that promo sage is always so tempting when you see it, but there's little guarantee that you will get some value out of it soon. And in this case, the tail was extremely late in logic. When was it again? It could have been a bit earlier than I grabbed it since it was on Elephant, so I just needed the canoe to get that, but that was still behind Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, my experience in this flag set is that unless the White Mage gets a good early sweeper, which actually I believe Humfu was not too far off in Magic, but
Yeah,
anyway.
level 3.
Yeah, okay. So maybe I was a bit off in that calculation, but usually if you don't get an early sweeper, the White Mage can feel a bit like dead weight and just slow you down in combat. Though, of course, here the left 2 charges and here 3 would have been appreciated nonetheless.
I think the main thing was actually exit at level 5.
Oh,
we
yeah.
We saw you have to walk out of
Oh, yeah, both Earth and Sky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And,
That's rough.
Yeah. But, you know, it's always a gamble. You can get XP so much more quickly with a 3-man party, and as you say, that White Mage can feel a little bit like dead weight until you promo. It can't really swing anything. You're not guaranteed good offensive magic from it. And Felissan, you decided to do a pop grind for that Adamant.
Yeah, that was something I kind of regretted once I actually read that there and started grading, because there are so few encounters that are actually that good for gold.
Yeah.
And I think a better course of action would have been either to dive one of the early dungeons, like maybe Marsh, or look for one of the trap ties in Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chat.
What did Phoenix go with, actually?
Phoenix did a Crescent Lake area.
Bulls and scorpions, not exactly ideal either.
Chat
I believe.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I believe maybe that troll encounter closer to the dock could have been slightly faster than the bulls and scorpions.
Yeah, it was. I saw that one. The biggest reason why I stayed with the bulls and scorpions was, because the with the inn right there, I wasn't gonna have to walk back. It was easy.
Fair.
Early in the morning.
I was definitely hoping to see one of you head into Earth or Marsh Cave to check out those, but you both decided on completely different grinds. So,
Now Marsh is never gonna happen with me. I am like never Marsh. Like I'll do a phantom grind before a Marsh dive.
Phantom grind, that's something.
Chat was calling for Marsh, and Phoenix, you did check the Hall of Giant Spike Tiles and found, I think, Frost Wolves and the Giant Iguana Pack, which would have been possible, but that's a long walk.
Okay, yeah. Without houses, I would have only been able to do a couple at a time before having to run back.
Yeah.
Frost Wolves would have been a great grind with that Fire 3.
Yeah, I skipped Fire 3. I took Ice 3, Lock 2, and...
Fast?
No, Heal 3, actually. Or was it Fast? Yeah, it was Fast. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody skips Fast in this flag set.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Tia 2 was a bit of a block there. Phoenix, I think that you went down to...
yeah, she was a bit of a jerk there.
Yeah.
Gale's already chirped me about my lack of Life 2 usage.
Sure. Well.
Oh yeah, this kind of moment really shows how great Tempo is for Tempo to be able to actually swing your sword and be buffed at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you both skip the power bomb?
No,
Yep.
I did get it.
You did get it? Okay. I was not paying attention there for a moment, but
I totally
Phoenix-
memory hold that that's what it was in Gaia, and I should have gone for it. It's like a 10-second stop
Yeah.
for a huge reward, but I felt like I was way behind because I'd made a fair number of mistakes earlier on. So, as good as Felissan is, I'm just going in.
Oh, by the 40-minute mark, I also felt extremely behind. At that point, I felt like, okay, forget about Phoenix for a moment. Just do the best race, the best run you personally can do. That was a good way to ease off the nerves a bit.
Mm-hmm. And this was a very entertaining race that required a lot of, aside from the grind, required a lot of just difficult decision making.
Forced early sky is always a fun thing.
Yeah.
Yes, pushing that red mage's spell slot to the limit.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I had
pulled
some
out-
pretty good swords at this point.
Yeah.
I've
Felissan just
never
pulled out,
swung swords that much with a red mage before this flag set.
Yeah. You pulled out a rub there on Chaos, and immediately Howdy came with the crack. Oh, good move there.
The spell
White
that
tracks.
everybody was sleeping on before this flag set, and that everyone will promptly forget afterwards.
Yeah. Is that a Masa that you're swinging there?
On the night, yes.
Yeah.
I saw slow 2 landed as well.
Yes, at least I could get a fast charge beforehand.
Yeah.
So I'm just down to regular attacks.
Oh, do you not have any life 2 charges left on the thief at this point?
Wait, I forgot that I had fast on the knight too, and that was
Yeah.
the last fast charge on the red wizard since I'd spent quite a lot of E3 for speed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's easy to forget about. Knight not usually having access to fast or temper. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, the Black Knight and White Ninja has been really interesting. I didn't think it was going to make that much of a difference, but it's been kind of a entire strategy. Terminated GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. So, Phoenix, you are on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I get
I haven't looked.
I get Woo Bear, so Canadian Civil War Part 2.
All right.
Oh yeah, congrats and good luck.
I am
Any,
so gonna
thoughts
get
about facing
crushed.
Uber?
I'm in trouble. I feel like Ralph in the back of a school bus.
And Felissan, will you be running the last chance qualifier?
Of course.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to both of you. We've had a nice chat here. I guess, Felissan, do you have final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Inflation is hitting the Crescent Lake economy really hard. And of course, thanks to the crew.
Been a huge pleasure to run some comms during the day. Phoenix, thoughts?
Similar to Felissan, thanks folks for coming out on this holiday Monday morning, or may or may not be a holiday where you live. Your mileage may vary, but thanks for RPG Limited Break for hosting us. Yeah, cool. I gotta go get to play Daddy Daycare the rest of the day, and
Same here.
sit and have an existential crisis that I get to go up against Woo Bear and probably lose.
Well, give you some... You won't have to think about the cold in any case.
Sure, it's gonna warm up soon, finally.
Yeah.
Also,
Good,
if it's if it makes you feel better, if I make it through LCQ, I will probably have crab cakes on my side of the bracket.
Yeah, no, that LCQ group is just disgusting. Like just full on gross. There's way too many good people in that group.
Yeah. Couldn't ask for anything more though.
True.
Mecklin, any thoughts from you?
Just gonna say, GGs to both runners. This was a very difficult start and with a very difficult progression path, but it looked like you both pulled off very well given the circumstances. Want to give a shout outs to Sinpyro, our unsung hero, doing all the button clicking and also first person to get to play with the shard tracker on stream. So I'm sure that was lots of fun. Also, thanks to Barber for joining in the booth this morning, and thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us. Also, want to say we do have links in chat to our Discord, to our randomizer, to the wiki that has all the information. If you're new to the community and you want to start playing and possibly get on the same level as these two runners you've seen today, we have our Duckling Bootcamp, which starts up at the end of March. Saracen and the other Duckling Dons will teach you all the ins and outs of the game and how to play competitively. Following that, we also have the Duckling Derby, where all Ducklings get to compete together for the top prize of winning a Duckling avatar in the community. And also, want to plug the Summer Rando Marathon for this year is going to be a live event hosted in Charleston, West Virginia, June 13th to the 15th. If you head on over to the wiki, it's on the front page, a link to the page that takes you to where you can purchase tickets and hotel rooms for the event and find out all the other information that you need there. So if you are interested in the Summer Rando Marathon, head on over to check that out and see maybe you can join everybody live this year. With that though, I'm gonna turn it on over to you, Barber.
Okay. Well, again, thank you to our runners. That was a very entertaining and quite interesting Game 3. Congratulations to Phoenix. Look forward to seeing the quarterfinals. And with that, again, please join the Discord if you are watching and are interested. And I'd like to just say thanks to Final Fantasy Randomizer, to RPG Limit Break, to my co-coms Mecklin and Sinpyro, our tracker. Again, GG's to the runner. And with that, say goodbye, take care of yourselves, and if it's cold where you are, stay warm. Take care.